Look at those puppies. Snowing. Howdy, friends. What the hell? I realized I haven't made a video today. I am out in the snow. It's so funny. You grow up in Wisconsin. This, I don't even know if they would call this a snowstorm. The roads are like, there's no issue. We do have, it's flurrying. Wow, that guy has lots on his car. It's flurrying, but the ground is too warm, so nothing is sticking. But can you see outside? So, Maddie wanted to do school at a friend's house tomorrow, so she's going to stay there tonight. These girls. So I had to drop her off, and she had friends stay over last night, same friends. So she's going to go stay at their house tonight. And I'm sure that the district will be no school tomorrow. Even though the roads are fine, it's just they don't really know how to handle snow, you know. It's so wet here. It's such a wet snow. I wish it was actually colder and sticking. I do like a little snow once in a while. You know, I was so excited on Christmas to actually have snow. It was so warm that day. So I like a little bit. I'm not a good rester. Derek he got up and got in the recliner. I don't know what time he got up, maybe 9. I was up at 6. He got in the recliner and hasn't moved, and it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I don't even think he's got up to pee. I made him, with all the leftover steak, we had quite a bit of leftover steak. With all the steak, I made him 3 over easy eggs, which I need to get better at. I'm not good at flipping easy over eggs. I should look up on YouTube how to do that. He doesn't really care as long as I don't overcook them. He likes them, you know, runny. I hate eggs, and it just makes me want to vomit thinking about a runny egg. This guy's in a freaking truck and driving like a grandma. Jeez. So I made him this fancy. He's like, ooh, are we at the resort? I made him this guy. Are you freaking kidding me? 25? Unreal. Jesus. Fucking dick. People. I swear. There's like four cars on the road, though. It's so funny. It's like they really all think it's like this big blizzard. So I made steak and eggs, toast, and I cut up a strawberry. And he ate. I even cleaned his plate up for him because I happened to be walking by. And he's just been watching movies and playing on his phone. I mean, he deserves a good day's rest or whatever, you know, but that's not me. I can do that very, very rarely. Can I just sit around and do nothing? I don't nap. I like to get shit done. That's what makes me feel good, getting shit done. So that's what I'm doing. I had 2 bites of steak this morning. Wasn't very hungry. I thought about eating a few more of those mini chocolate croissants, but I was like, nah. I did take Advil. I had quite a bit of a headache. And I think it's mainly from the sugar that I took in yesterday, because I don't think the 2 martinis did it, but probably a little bit. They were absolutely delicious. She was a terrible waitress, but apparently we found out after she didn't work there. She worked in a different part of the casino, and they needed help filling in, so she came and worked. She was just a bartender at a different bar, but so sometimes bartenders aren't very good waitresses, you know. They're good at making drinks, and she made me the best lemon drop martinis. And they were so good and went down so easy that I would have gotten probably 2 more, but the service was so bad. There was only 4, she was only waiting on 4 people, and that service was still that bad. I had a giant meatball. It was good. They're supposed to be, it's meatballs and martinis, so you would expect it to be a fabulous meatball and all sorts of martinis. They didn't even have a martini list. They probably did, but she didn't know what she was talking about. So, because I remember the last time we went there, I remember picking off the martini list, so I know they have one. But I had 1.5 pieces of bread with whipped butter, because last time they gave us olive oil, and I did read a study about like when you have bread to carbs, and I forget now, guys, but is it when you have carbs, eat them with protein, not with fat, and then they digest different? I forget. But last time they gave us like the traditional Mediterranean, where they give you the olive oil to dip your bread in and like seasonings. I really like that when you go to an Italian place that's like authentic Italian. That's how they do it. But I had 1.5 pieces of bread. The meatball, you can get it on the side, so I got it as a side, and Derek got scallops, and he said the scallops were excellent. Then we each ordered the steak because they didn't have the pork chop special, or she didn't know. And like he said, he felt like they were like pre-cooked, and the broccoli raw wasn't even fresh and delicious. The scallops, you could tell were like the salad was fresh, everything, but it tasted like our meal may have been like semi-pre-cooked. Like, you know how like risotto is a very long process. You would have to pre-cook the rice ahead of time in a restaurant, I'm sure, because you're not going to be able to cook a 40-minute risotto. You know, you can't keep people waiting 40 minutes. So you have to do something to cut it down, I'm sure. But the rice was still very hard. The flavor was good, but it was nowhere near as good as the last time, and not like my grotto in Atlantic City. And Eileen did text me and says, "Well, don't worry, you're gonna get your risotto when you go to AC." And then Derek had just said, "Oh, please just bring me home some risotto." It's like, I don't care what you do, just bring me home risotto. It is that good, you guys. It really is. So a New York strip, risotto, and broccoli. I did eat all the risotto. It was probably a third of a cup, because it was like what was under your steak. And the broccoli, I did eat it even though it wasn't good. So the only things that were really good were the martinis. The bread was excellent. You could tell that was fresh. And the meatball was good. It just wasn't hot enough. I think, you know, they probably pre-make all the meatballs and then warm them up. There were spots where it was warm and a little cold in other spots, which sucks. And then I ordered a second martini, and like I said, had she been a better waitress, I would have probably had 4, and it's probably a good thing, because I would have been really hurting, obviously. But it was super good, and when I finished drinking it, there was like this much sugar in the bottom of it, so that's why it was that good. It was so good. We lost all our money we brought. I think I might have hit for like $80 at one time, but that was it. Everything else just was a constant loss. And then I really wanted something like, we had a lemon cake at the end, and it wasn't any good either. It looked good. It was just dry and disappointing. So I really wanted to go and have dessert and another cocktail, like maybe at the Sugar Factory, to try to get in. But Derek was full. I only ate a third of my steak, and I gave the rest to him, and that's what he ended up bringing home, actually, because both of the steaks were quite large, and they were cooked right. So I still wanted something. I wasn't done. And he was laughing at me because I was so geeked up yesterday for some reason to go out. Really don't know why. But he was extremely tired. So on the way home, he's like falling asleep, and that's pissing me off. And I'm like, dude, don't fall asleep. And he did. He like closed his eyes once while he was driving. I was like, are you crazy? And it's by my work, so it's a 40-minute drive for us. But I was like, I kind of wanted McDonald's French fries or a Chick-fil-A cookie. If you've never had the Chick-fil-A cookie, oh my God. It's like oatmeal chocolate chip, but they warm it up before they give it to you. It's dynamite. I wanted something, and I didn't know what. And I was telling Eileen, I was ashamed to tell him. Like, I felt like he would judge me for wanting more after we just came from dinner. And I always felt that way. I'm like, I wish he would just turn to me and be like, well, what can I get you to end this date night? Let's go get something sweet. But it's so strange. He was so stuffed, he didn't want anything. And he's the one that's been eating like shit every single day, which we did talk about. And I really said that you should try better. You know, you should try harder. Even though it doesn't affect your weight, you know, it could be affecting your health. And I said that he might feel really better. So he said he was going to try. We'll see. Today he's only ate what I made him. He could be eating right now though. But and then we just came home, and so then I was like, well, fuck it, I'll just have a little treat here before I go to bed. And I was perfectly full. Like, I wasn't miserable, but I was perfectly content. But I still wanted something, you know, a treat. So I went into the freezer to get the no-name cake that I had been saving for David. And I was like, fuck it, I'll just buy him another one. And it was gone. And then I'm like looking through the bottom of the freezer because I know I had half a Charleston chew in there too. Fucking gone. I was like, Maddie, did you eat my no-name cake? Well, yeah, it's been in there. Why wouldn't I? I was like, you ass. And then she ate my Charleston chew. I was like, are you kidding me? You've got to be kidding me. So, these people are just absolutely ridiculous, you guys. They have no idea how to drive. It's like rain. It's not even like snow. Ugh. Anyways, so what did I end up having? I saw the Milk Duds in there, and I went to go get the Milk Duds, and Tate comes upstairs and he goes, are those your Milk Duds? It's like, man, is this a sign or what? I shouldn't be having any of these treats. So I took one of the 3 Milk Duds out of the box and gave him the rest. And he killed them, of course. And then I was like, well, fuck it. So I had a bite of a Heath bar that I had bought forever ago. And I was like, no, that's not it. That's not going to do it. So I got a whatchamacallit out and ate almost that whole thing. And then I started to feel fucking miserable. I put all the food that I ate yesterday in the tracker. And it was about 2,400 calories. So not like, I mean, I know people who eat thousands and thousands of calories, but way outside what my body needs, for sure. And it was 150 net carbs, over on the fat but not a lot, and over on the protein, but not a lot again. But I was just like, holy crapola. I felt a little sick to my stomach last night, and it kind of was like, why did you do this? You know, you were fine when you came home. We have HBO Max through our cable provider, so we have that new movie, Little Things, or Little something, I forget what it was, with Denzel Washington, and that's kind of my jam, crime, murder, that kind of stuff. So I wanted to watch that. Really, that's what we should have went and watched the movie at the movie theater instead of going gambling and losing all our money. But we don't do it often, so that's okay. Yeah, so I kind of felt miserable last night. But I woke up this morning. I weighed in. You saw like 2 point something up, 2.2. no big shock there. I was actually shocked it wasn't more because of how miserable I felt. But then I went to the bathroom pretty early on after I woke up, and my stomach is starting to hurt right now, actually, as I'm talking. Yeah, not sure what that's about. So I went to the bathroom, not like a big, giant, glorious one, but I felt some moving because I don't know if you remember, but I didn't go yesterday at all. So it felt like a little plug fell out. So that's good, that I got some movement this morning. And I had 2 bites of steak and a bite of Maddie's. I made Maddie then a breakfast wrap that had some sausage and egg and cheese in it. And I just tasted that so I would know that it was right. And then around lunch, about 12:30, I ate a protein bar. Can't imagine that's what's hurting my stomach right now, but something is. I plan on making mayo chicken with kale, but now that Maddie's at a friend's house, I might do Brussels sprouts instead, although she likes both. So I think the kale is going to go bad before the Brussels sprouts, because I just bought the Brussels sprouts, so I might make the kale. Tate will eat the mayo chicken, but he's not going to eat any vegetables. So I'll probably make him macaroni and cheese. Him and Derek will get macaroni and cheese and the mayo chicken and kale. I'm gonna go run some errands. I'm gonna go get puppy food. I have to go to Walgreens and let Derek need some vitamins. I don't know, there's a part of me that just wants to, I'm just passing my house right now. I feel like just pulling off the road and going home and not doing any of these errands, but I'm out. I should do them. Because like I said, I don't like to just sit around, and I have a feeling Derek's going to be like, just sit down. Just sit down. I cleaned my kitchen and I did a load of laundry. So I don't have that much more to do. So it'll be nice to have this stuff done, even though I don't really. People are probably going to be like, I can't believe this person's out here buying dog food in the middle of a snowstorm, but it's really not that bad. I don't know. I hope everyone's having a good Sunday. I'm a little tired and sleep that great. But I'm glad I wasn't drunk and then not be able to sleep and needed to take 1,000 showers and stuff. I'm sore, but I do plan on running. My new plan is to do 5K Sundays. So I do plan on running 3 miles when I get home from these errands. I'm going to go ahead and do that unless my stomach's really bugging me. I will run after I eat tonight. That's the nice thing about having a treadmill. I'm grateful for that, that I can do that in my garage, even though it'll be cold. I can at least do it in my garage. I don't know if I'll even check in later or not, but maybe. Otherwise in the morning, and hopefully with a little bit of a loss instead of a gain today. Because so far so good. Okay, so the roads are a little worse than I thought. We are, my brakes have locked up, and I have all-wheel drive, so it's a little worse than I thought. But nothing I can't handle. You and I. We went to the pet food store, and then Derek needed hand sanitizer, and I get him the stress relief hand sanitizer from Bath and Body Works. So it's literally like just a couple stores down from the pet food store. So I'm like, I'm just gonna go get it, even though it's not nice weather. And then I had a Victoria's Secret coupon for my birthday. And that was 2 stores down from Bath and Body. I was the only one in the outlets, and Victoria's Secret locked their doors. I guess because of the snowstorm. So I got the hand sanitizer, but I did not get to use my coupon. You know, I'm all about the coupons. Then I went to Walgreens and I got Derek. I got him a Valentine card, and then I always buy my kids stuff too, but whoa, little slide. I always get the kids crap, but I'll do that later as it gets closer. I was just there getting him vitamins because I had a coupon. So I purposely didn't buy the vitamins at the grocery store, so I had to go and buy them somewhere else. So I got his vitamins. I got him a Valentine's Day card. It says something like, "Do I love you?" And then on the inside it says, "Bet your giraffe I do." Bet your ass I do. And then I got another cookie order. Those flyers were so successful. I don't think we'll ever not do that. I'm over 70 boxes from sales from the flyer that we put in people's mailboxes. So that's so awesome. What else? Yeah, it's a little bit worse than I thought. And I think now we're supposed to get more snow, and then it was supposed to turn to rain, but it looks like it's sticking here. I'll show you guys. Can you see? Can you see my winter wonderland? Yeah, it's a little worse than I thought. On my way to Milford, it wasn't this bad. So I got them these hearts. I don't think I can show them to you guys because I had to combine bags because I forgot to bring the grocery store bags. But then I ran into the grocery store and got a few things that no one doesn't it piss you off when somebody doesn't tell you you need something when you go to the grocery store and then you come home and there is, look at these people are badass. They're out here walking in this. That won't be me because I was sliding around in my tennis shoes. They're cool. They're walking. Whoa, 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 whoa. Almost crashed into the fence. Sheesh. Shouldn't be driving, I guess. I'll show you guys what I got there. So I'm stopped now. I just said I'm not. But Sour Patch Kid heart thing. And Gummy Bear heart thing. And a card and some pistachios. And I already got them as oysters, so that's more than enough for Valentine's Day. And like I said, I usually get my kids some junk in the card, so I'll do that later. But I'm glad I went and got my errands done. But now I'm going to stay in. I do need to run still, but that should only take me like 35 minutes, so I need to just do it. Suck it up and do it, right?